Hi there. So I've put this video together just to get my opinion across in terms of where I see digital marketing in South Africa, and just a little frustration that I've got in terms of our standard and our thought process to where we need to be if we want to be global players. So data and metrics is very close to my heart, and it's probably, I'm so passionate about it because I've seen such growth through it, and using and understanding data to be able to make decisions, strategic decisions, as to which way to go in terms of digital, which content to use, how to structure content, what's working, what's not working. So I posted something on social media, something along the lines of content marketing fails when we don't have the right KPIs and metrics. And then a senior person, and we had some good comments. Some saying, "Yeah, I would love to understand more about KPIs and so forth." And yeah, it's a very difficult subject to embrace or to understand. And then some senior guy who I don't know personally, but I know him in the industry, said that content marketing fails when we don't have content promotion. Now, the problem I have with that is just like if you had to take promotion, right? Okay, so what is promotion? It's Facebook advertising, email marketing, so any sort of social media post, Google AdWords. Now, yes, content can fall flat and get no traffic if there's no promotion. But if you take it a level deeper, and this is where we need to be getting like deep into the thinking of why content works and why it doesn't work. If you go and say to a junior, well, just go promote content, or a client, just go promote content, you'll be fine. Okay, let's go to Facebook advertising. All right, I could be targeting the wrong audience. I could be targeting, taking content and saying, well, let's just push it to this audience. But what happens if that content is not working? What happens if I'm paying 3 Rand per engagement versus 10 cents? Or I'm getting 500 clicks versus 10,000 clicks? What happens when that content isn't driving sales? If the objective is to place a piece of content in the eyeballs of the right audience, but then once they're on the page, it's not driving traffic to the actual service page or the e-commerce page, which is where there's a direct transaction on the website. What happens when that content, even if it's getting the traffic, is not performing to real business objectives? You know, that is why content promotion is not the reason for content marketing failure. If we had the right KPIs and the right metrics, you could say, oh, okay, well, that blog post isn't working because maybe the title's incorrect, or maybe because there's not a link in the right place, or maybe because the tone is incorrect, or the product is not in line with the messaging, and so forth. And you can start unpacking reasons why content maybe isn't working, and then repurposing that content, reshaping it, repackaging it to a point where it is successful. And yes, you do then need to use promotion to get it to a point of success. But you can't put promotion ahead of KPIs and metrics. It's like putting a cart before the horse. It's just not going to work. And if we are, as senior digital marketers, if that's the thinking that we have, and if we're not in a line, then what are we telling our juniors? What are we telling the juniors? What are we telling our clients? Everyone's like, and then like, what happens then? And we're just the cowboys in the Wild West, and we don't have any sort of framework or structure. And this is why I'm so passionate about this framework that we talk about, because it's a process, and like just like an accountant or an engineer has specific formulas and processes that they need to do, so do digital marketers need a process. And we can't just be so misaligned and being having these big debates for everyone to see. That post got 1,500 views. And I'm thinking, well, how many eyeballs saw that? How many eyeballs are now confused? How many people are confused about one senior person taking on another senior person publicly in a social space like that? We have to be in alignment, and it's really frustrating. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Cheers.